friends, let me welcome you to this international conference of thoughts and ideas for a resilient Kerala. This 4-day consultative exercise is the first in a new series of national and international conferences planned to address a wide range of subjects, issues, and challenges that matter to all of us. This consultative exercise has been convened by Jana Avishkara People's Web Portal in partnership with the Kerala State Higher Education Council. We meet here in Kerala's capital against the backdrop of the devastating downpour leading to floods and landslides of July-August 2018. Kerala has been affected by one of the worst calamities of the past century, the worst certainly since the floods of 1924. Global warming and climate change have led to an increase in the frequency and intensity of extreme events all over the world. The heavy downpour in Kerala in August 2018 that caused massive floods and destruction seems to be an illustration of such an event. The estuarine regions of Kuttanad, the municipal towns of Chenganur, Rani, Pathanamthitta, Alvai, Paravur, Chalakkadi, and Pandalam, along with numerous adjoining panchayats, were entirely submerged. The districts of Wayanad and Idukki were damaged by landslides and floods and were isolated for a while from the rest of the state. Several parts of the Western Ghats were also similarly affected. Destruction was near total in several panchayats, and a verified 435 lives were lost. In short, the loss of livelihoods, houses, the damage to infrastructure, the losses to different kinds of public and private assets were unprecedented. We can take some consolation from the fact that the magnitude of the loss of lives was contained by an extraordinary effort of rescue and relief. The death toll would have been significantly higher but for this heroic immediate response. What we witnessed once we had recovered from the shock of the magnitude and deep intensity of the calamity was a magnificent and inspiring response from the state government, resolutely and unflinchingly led by Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan, from professionals and specialists drawn from various fields, and crucially, from ordinary citizens. As usual, the secular and socially and politically progressive state of Kerala showed the way to the rest of India. It is widely acknowledged in India and abroad that the state demonstrated exceptional capability in undertaking immediate rescue and relief work during the crisis. A large number of lives was saved by the competence, the diligence, and the high degree of coordination deployed on the ground by the state, central, and local government authorities. People from all corners of the state and all walks of life joined in the effort. Special mention must be made of the spontaneous social commitment and the spirit of fraternity shown by fisherfolk and youth who led some of the most heroic rescue and relief efforts. There's a larger lesson here for all of us in India. Unite people, don't divide them against themselves along caste, religious, linguistic, and ethnic lines. Kerala had once again led by example, demonstrating the virtues and power of resolute public action, both by the government and citizens. What has become clear is that the knowledge, experience, and spirit of civic cooperation gained from decades of local self-government is one of the greatest assets of the state in dealing with relief and rehabilitation. We are now at a stage of rehabilitation and reconstruction, and it is time to move on. We proceed from the reality that the environment, infrastructural facilities, and livelihood patterns of the people around the state have been very seriously affected. What is needed is not simply a rehabilitation and reconstruction program, but a detailed plan with short-term and long-term ingredients for rebuilding Kerala. Hence this conference, which has the potential to contribute significantly to this massive task. As Chief Minister Vijayan has noted, and I quote, "We have to build a Kerala, not on the old lines, but a new resilient Kerala that is sustainable and capable of withstanding future disasters and challenges." The conference envisages deliberations among experts who have made substantial academic and technical contributions in the various fields related to the post-disaster reconstruction process. The conference will also examine the political, economic, historical, and social dimensions of the project of rebuilding Kerala in the light of current research and practice, and it will set alternative visions and goals in the light of the experience of disastrous floods. The conference aims at putting together a set of recommendations which could be integrated with the ongoing process of relief and rehabilitation, and it could contribute concepts, ideas, and specific proposals for building a resilient Kerala. The conference has been organized in 4 sessions: environment, infrastructure, livelihood, and culture. The inaugural section will be followed by a plenary in which 4 approach papers dealing with the 4 broad themes I've mentioned will be presented. After that, on days 2 and 3, the conference will work in delegate sessions led by experts in the various fields. From the presentation of the approach papers through the parallel thematically organized sessions to the concluding plenary session on the afternoon of Sunday, December 30, the venue of the conference will be the Institute for Management for Governance, or IMG, not far from here. We have high expectations of this conference, expectations that it will produce ideas, actionable proposals, and a sustainable and progressive vision. One concluding thought: is it not time that we, living in different regions, states, and localities of our vast and diverse land, incorporate climate change into our planning and development initiatives? Climate resilience is a very important part of resource planning, and there's a worldwide recognition, although there are some climate deniers, but there's a worldwide recognition of the need to build climate resilience into socio-economic planning. Land use planning is also an important aspect of ensuring climate resilience. I'm sure that together, the delegates and others attending this conference can lay out a vision for a more disaster resilient and progressive state.